Hello everyone, welcome to another video with Hands On. In today's video we are going to change the oil in our Honda Pioneer 22. Once again I got the whole crew and I told them, hey, we're gonna get dirty, dress your best. As you see, we did. We're even gonna have extra hands underneath where I can't quite reach.
In this house, everyone works, even if you have to get out of bed.
Okay, so the first thing we have to do is we have to start it up. And do you know why we do that?
No.
Okay, so we let the oil heat up so that it's thinner, and then when you take out the oil plug, you get it all out at one time. So, okay, so the first thing we'll do is let it run for about 15 minutes. All right?
Some people will do almost anything to get out of work.
All right, so the vehicle's run for about 15 minutes. Everything's nice and warm. The next thing we gotta do is find the oil plug. And we have to go down here. Bear with me. Dad's already down here. Okay. There's a plate down here that looks a little bit different. You can see it right here. And Dad's taking it off for us.
So in this case, yep, the oil plug is hidden, underneath, on top of this plate. So what we have to do is we have to take this plate off. So we just go.
And what are you using there?
10 millimeter socket. So once the bolts are all gone, you don't have to take this plate completely out. Just simply slide it over like this so you can, and then you look up. So once I took the plate off, and one thing you're gonna notice right away is there's 3 different bolts, and you got this one, and this one, but the oil plug is the one in the middle, and it's the bigger of all of them. In fact, it's what was that, Thomas? What size?
17 millimeters.
It's a 17 millimeter. Thank you. So you simply break that free.
Let me back up here. And then our oil pan. And you can see the drips coming down.
Yeah.
Okay, one of the first things we had to do was take the seat out. It just lifts out in one unit, no problem. Then on the driver's side, you'll see these flaps. They just come unhooked and you flip them back. And then you'll see our oil fill cap. And down here, Thomas, point to it, please.
The dipstick.
The dipstick.
And which side of the seat are you in, the passenger or driver's side?
We are on the driver's side.
Okay.
If you look in here and you lean in, you see this is oil. It says oil on top. It's the oil cap. If you loosen this up while the oil is draining, oh, hold this camera for me. I gotta do that. Then it speeds up the airflow. Ooh,
Speeds up the oil flow.
oil flow. Sorry. Good Lord, your mom's a wimp. Make this. Hon, can you help me, please?
Thomas, help your mother.
Okay. There we go. Pure muscle. You're welcome.
All right, now that she's done draining, we'll put that cap back on. And what was the size, the millimeter size of that?
17.
17, thank you, Thomas.
Yep.
And then we'll put that plate back on, and then we'll go to the next step. Now on the passenger side, you flip this flap up, and you will find the
Oil filter!
Ta-da! Point a little bit closer. There you go.
Right here.
Now we need to take off the oil filter.
And to find that, it'll be down here. There, my finger's pointing. I know it's kind of tough. And that'll take a 12 millimeter socket, and we'll get that out of there.
Can you tell us what you're doing, Dad?
I'm getting that cap off.
How are you doing that?
I'm just kind of prying it here.
With a flat head.
Not the best placement for a video.
Kind of zooming in so you can see he's trying to pry that off. Oh, got it.
Okay, so after a few church words, probably ones we're going to edit, we finally got this out of here. And this is the cap that's on it. And on this cap, you make sure that this ring is fine, which it is. And this spring, you have to kind of put them in order. So the spring will go right like this. And then this will go into here like this. And this is the old filter. But the new one is up there. Can you grab the new one, Aaron?
We couldn't
Please?
really get a good video of this coming out because there's not much room for the camera. So we're kind of doing a play-by-play right now.
So then this simply slides on like this. And then we can put it back in there.
So that's the side that goes into the machine.
Yep,
And
this
flip
goes
it
into the
over?
machine, yep.
And the other side is where you use.
The socket.
Yep.
That's the 12 millimeter. So,
Any questions, guys?
you guys got that?
Yep.
And he was my eyes underneath there. Him and Zara, they were my eyes. They're both small enough to get underneath there, so let's see if we can't get this on, and then we will go from there, okay?
Where did you use the screwdriver?
Oh, I had to use a screwdriver because once I took this plug out, this was still pretty sealed on there yet. So I just took it, and very gently, you don't want to damage it, but I just took it behind here and just kind of wedged it a little bit. Yep, I wedged it out, yep. So you don't want to, obviously you don't want to go rough on it, but just a little, pry, and it just will pop right out, so.
Dad, why are you putting your hand back in the oil pan?
Well, it's not to draw you a mustache. Actually, what you want to do is you want to put some oil around the seal. It just kind of keeps it lubricated before you put it away, so it doesn't dry out on you. Okay?
Okay. I'm telling you, mustache.
Sort of like WD-40.
I could still do the mustache.
Do that to yourself.
Now we are putting the oil filter back into the side-by-side. So, having fun, Dad?
WTF.
Where's the fun?
Okay, so we were able to get that air filter or the oil filter in. The church words are done now. So seriously, they got that in a really tight spot. But anyway, so the oil filter's in, the other oil's drained. Let's just get in and go for a ride, right?
No.
No. What?
Put new oil in.
New oil. Okay, gotcha. No, I didn't get you. So we come over here. This is where we put the oil in. Okay. This one takes 3.1 quarts, but honestly, just 3 quarts is close enough because there's always going to be some left that you didn't get out, so you don't want to overfill it. So we'll get the quarts put in. So we simply just put the oil in here, but for some reason, I don't know if the way the tube is on these models or what have you not, but if you don't pour slowly, it'll be all over the floor. So just be careful when you're doing this and just pour slow. Take your time.
All right, so while Dad is cleaning up the tools, we'll get the oil cap back on. Make sure it's nice and straight, so it just does a nice twist down like that. And then once it's done, do one little turn past that. Don't use any tools, it'll be too hard to get off, and we all know what happens when that happens.
Okay guys, so we've got the plug back tight, we've got the oil filter back tight, we got the cap on here tight. And now what we just simply do, we'll just start it up and let it run for about 5 minutes. And we'll make sure that there's no oil coming either from the plug dripping or from the oil filter. So.
She's not the only one working in the family.
So while it's idling like this, what I'm looking for is to make sure that the oil filter isn't leaking at all. Any kind of drips. Thomas, anything down there? No. Looks good?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'd be looking right down there. Got this. Right there. How about underneath, Thomas? Is it leaking underneath? Where the oil pan, where the oil plug is?
Not dripping there.
Okay.
We let the vehicle run for 5 minutes and check for any oil leaks. There were none, thumbs up. So Dad is going to check the oil level with the dipstick. And no, I don't mean the kids.
Okay, see, we are at, there's the low mark and here's the good mark. We're right here.
It's a little hard to see with this light in here, but
We're right where we should be. Okay guys, so when we're all done changing oil, we want to clear out the maintenance menu. And all you simply do is there's this button right here. You push that down and you turn the key on at the same time. See how that's flashing, that little wrench?
Yeah.
Cleared it out. Now that indicates that we're good for another 600 miles. Okay?
the oil is changed. There are no leaks. The only thing left to do is take it for a test drive.
Yeah.
So guys, what do we say? Hands on or?
100's gone.
Speaking of gone, hey guys, welcome back to another Kill It.
This thing is not budging. Hon, can you help me?
Really? Let's redo this one.
The oil is changed. There are no leaks. The only thing left to do is to take it for a test drive.
Yeah.
And so, what do we say, guys? 100?
No.
Okay. Ready? She's gonna go in the pocket like.
This would happen when you want to keep her warm. She's on my ear sniffing.
Deb, you don't have it on, do you?
What? No.
No.